Today I'm going to be making some easy Christmas cards. Hi guys, this is Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and today's video is part of the TaylorMade Cards for You, the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas Video Hub. You'll also want to check out TaylorMade Cards for You's monthly challenge. There's a link to the challenge below for you to get all of the details. We will have a new theme each month, but the challenge is anything goes. And this month's prize is a $10 gift code from TaylorMade Cards for You. You'll also find a discount code over there for 20% off of your digital order from TaylorMade Cards for You. For my project today, I'm using the most wonderful time of the year digital kit from TaylorMade Cards for You, and I just love this. It is just so pretty and Christmassy and all the things. It's just all the things. So I basically started cutting a few of these pages out. I picked out a few pages to use for my kit. I really love that striped background and the little I guess paper doll type of images, the little ladies that are doing all of their shopping in their Christmas clothes. I think those are just so pretty. So for those, I actually cut these out. They're pretty small. I think they wound up being about 2 inches, so I resized everything down so I could get more use. And I used my Scan and Cut to cut that part out. And then I cut out some of those pattern papers, and I like these little sales tags too, so I'm going to trim those down as well. So for the ladies, I figure that they need to be in front of something that's a little lighter, I guess. And I'm thinking that white cardstock is probably going to be the best because that other pattern is just a little bit too busy. So I'm going to grab out one of my new fluted ovals die sets. I'm going to pull that out. That's one that I just got from Spellbinders, and I'm already finding that I'm using it quite a bit. I love this. So I just laid her on top of the die set, and it looks like she fits just perfect inside the smallest of the 3 fluted frames. So I'm going to pull out the dies that go along with it. There's actually 3 of them. There's the fluted frame, the one with all of the little extra cuts in there that puts that real pretty pattern. Then there is a circle for the inside, and then there is a circle for the outside. So what I'm going to do here is I'm taking all of those off of my magnetic sheet, because I'm going to use those 3, and I figure I'm going to do a white circle using the smallest of those basically bladed frames, and then I'm going to cut a little, a decorative piece out of some green mirror foil cardstock. I got this stuff from Recollections from Michaels, and I think it's just so pretty. And since there's so much red in the pattern paper that I'm going to be using, I figure having this little bit of green is going to be it's basically going to help to balance out the cards. Oh my goodness, that green fluted frame just looks so pretty. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I tend to figure out what I'm going to do as I'm going along making the card, which means I don't know which pattern paper I want to use to go behind my focal point. So I am testing it on the 2 before I make a decision. And I'm deciding that I like that bold red pattern paper the best. So I'm going to do that. I also decided that I want a bit of a white frame around everything, so I trimmed down each of those panels. This is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I trimmed it down to about half the size, and then I'm going to use some ribbon. The reason for the ribbon is I just came across it. It's one of those things that I keep in my stash, but I very rarely use. And then I decide, I think I also want to have a pattern of a panel behind the panels. That kind of makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this one down to be a little bit smaller than A2. So it's going to be 4 inches by 5 1/2, so that it can, by 5 1/4, so that it will fit well and give a white border around the edges of it as well. As you can tell, this is kind of a job in progress, I guess, where I had not made that final decision. This is the first of the cards that I'm putting together. So after deciding on those couple of layers, I decided, I think I want to put some red behind it. So I'm going to have my card base, then I'm going to have the red mat, and then I'm going to have the white mat, and then I'm going to have the stripes. And I think that's going to turn out pretty. And there's not going to be a lot of the red foil mat that's going to show, but I think it just makes that last bit pop. So I'm trimming each piece a little smaller than the one before. So the red foil is going to be the one that is 4 by 5 1/4. Then a white one that's a quarter inch smaller all around on that one. And then I've got my red and white stripes. And that just, I don't know, that just kind of polishes everything up. Next I'm going to start assembling. So first I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of the red and white stripe panels. Now here's something I want you guys to understand about this. I am basically experimenting with the pattern papers. I don't have a clue as to what I want to do, but I'm always trying to do something a little bit different and not go with the same idea, although sometimes those regular ideas are really, really nice and I do go back to them at times. But in this case, I'm just playing and trying something else out, and I don't realize what it's going to look like in the end until I actually get done, which means I wind up with a surprise, I guess. So first off, I did do all of that foam tape on the back, and then I realized, I wanted to put the green ribbon on there, and I forgot. It looks like it was a good idea to add that art glitter glue on the back of the foam, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to lift this panel up too easily. Anyway, I'm adding that ribbon onto that panel, and then I'm going to add some more art glitter glue on the back before I start positioning it on my white mat. Next, I'm going to add that oval. I'm putting some art glitter glue on the back, and then I'm going to just place that over the ribbon. Next, I'm going to add that white oval right in the center of the green, so it's going to have the fluted edge around that the white center. And then I add one of those little ladies as the center focal point of my card. Next comes that red foil mat. Next, I'm adding one of those cute little sales tags. And then I mount the whole thing onto an A2 size card base. Now I think that after putting this together, and possibly after the second or third using the exact same design because I thought this was so pretty, I realized that red striped box in the center with all of the decor on there, that looks like a present. That was the surprise that I was not expecting when I was putting this card together. These just turned out so fantastic. I hope that this inspires you to create something great, and I would love to see what you create. So come join my Facebook group, Crafting with Debbie, and show us your creations. I've left a link down below. And be sure to also check out all of the other crafters on the TaylorMadeCards4U design team. I know that they will have a lot of inspirational projects for you to see. Here are a couple more videos that I know you'll enjoy. Thanks for watching, and remember, if I can make it, you can too. See you next time.